is meant for an adult audience. Loveline may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. Loveline, coast to coast.
Whoops, here we are. Oh, Adam is off for a great start. Well, it's Loveline. Adam, want to use this mic over here? Here you go. Here you go.
There you go. To be fair to the engineers over here at Westwood One, that only happens 1 out of every 3 or 4 shows where the show begins and the mic doesn't work. It's Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew pounding on the mic over there. Listen, you guys are lucky I don't give a rat's ass about this show. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number 310-854-4455. Dr. Drew is a board-certified physician and addiction medicine specialist. Tonight, from Whose Line Is It Anyway? The big hit show on NBC, hosted by ABC. Drew. ABC. Is it ABC? Yes. Yeah, okay, write that down. Hosted by, of course, Drew Carey. Brad Sherwood is here, and Brad doing comedy without a net, doing an improvisational comedy. A very difficult thing that only a few comedians can say they excel at, and Brad is one of them.
I'm just happy to have a working mic. Really.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting, isn't it?
Yeah. Drew's got mic envy right now.
You're part of a very elite Westwood One fraternity.
66%, I believe.
Guys who have, the working mic. And you know what I like about improv guys, Drew? What? Smart.
Oh, yeah.
Smart? Uh-oh. Sorry. Okay, sorry. I didn't mean to use it. Well, wait a minute. This doesn't work. Okay. Well, Anderson's plumb out ideas. Thank God Drew doesn't contribute to the show, therefore he doesn't need a mic. As a matter of fact, Drew, I was thinking of getting you just a styrofoam mic so you could have something in your hand, feel like you're doing something. You get your kid that little fake phone when they're 3 or 4 years old.
That Johnny Carson mic, though. There, I'm on. Oh.
Hello. All right, so what I was saying about Brad is he seems like a smart guy, so I see easy show for me.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm going to be towing the line. Also, you can find him over at the Improv on Melrose every Thursday night with Drew Carey and Ryan Stiles, and I'm guessing...
every Thursday, all of you guys?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Doing an improvisational jam?
It's kind of Whose Line Blue. We get to do stuff in a live club in front of drunk people.
Yeah, and use profanity. And I've done my fair share of improv, and I always enjoyed it, but I never enjoyed watching it. I was always uncomfortable watching other people do it. Because if they were good, I was jealous, and if they were bad, it was boring.
The truth is out.
Well, I'm honest. How effed up can I be? You know what I'm saying?
Very.
Brad also will be hosting Talk Soup coming up this Wednesday, day after tomorrow.
Yeah, then that airs like 5 times during the day.
Have they invited you back for that several times?
This is actually the first of my maiden voyage.
They'll invite you back. Adam.
Don't F it up, and they'll invite you back.
You been invited back?
Yes, I have, thank you, wise ass one.
No.
I have done it since we've did it.
Yeah, you did with Jimmy, and then that was it. They had enough of you.
No, I did it with you,
right?
And they had enough of me.
Oh, is that?
And then a year later, they got desperate and wised up, and then Jimmy and I did it.
And then they really had enough.
Now they've wised up.
Okay.
So I didn't really mean to start a problem.
Well, I'm sorry. There was a
Talk Soup thing.
Small debacle last time I did it, which was they. If anyone ever watches that show, Talk Soup, it's all written on a teleprompter, and if it seems like some of the people are reading, it's because they're doing just that. And I just didn't like to read the teleprompter. A, because
can't read.
I can't read, and B, because I can't read. So I figured, let's just wing it. So I told them to clear the teleprompter. To be fair to them, it was only about 44 times, maybe 45 times, and they never did it. And so I sort of yelled at them for not doing it, and they got their feathers out of shape. But that's all right. All right, so Brad...
Now I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's a fun experience. It's good, and they generally have pretty good writing, and just sit there. Can you read?
No.
Ooh. Okay, that's trouble.
Pictures.
Brad, anything else besides the big Thursday night Whose Line Is It Anyway episodes? And not that there has to be, but am I missing anything?
No, that's not the only thing I've got going on. Looking for work.
And how does that show work? I mean, is it completely improvisational? Do you have any idea what's coming up?
It's absolutely improvised. We actually have a rehearsal that day, and we only have it for camera blocking. And the only thing we know is what order we may go into a game. Like if all four of us are in it and one person enters, we just know who's going in first. We don't know any of the other suggestions.
And the show originated in England, right? And was it on? Is it 10 years old?
It was on in England for 10 seasons, yeah, and I did 3 of the seasons
that's
there.
pretty
yeah.
good.
It was a top-rated show there. Like,
You did 3 seasons in England.
Yeah.
Wow.
I actually did 1 in England and shot 1 in Los Angeles and 1 in New York. But the year I went to England, Ryan had been on the show for a couple of years, and it was like walking around with Elvis in London.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he's 6'6", and he's so famous in London. It was just unreal.
And is what are we on? Season 3 out here?
Yeah, this is the 3rd season we're going into.
Jeez, I know a lot about this show, Drew. It's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Drew Carey, how is he? I've never
He's
met
great.
him.
He's great.
You never met him.
Have I met him?
He did the TV show.
Oh, Drew did the TV show? Yeah. He's a great guy. Very funny, very quick.
I remember standing in your dressing room with him.
Let me tell you a story about Drew Carey. Drew came into my dressing room shortly before. I don't know. I don't remember meeting him.
Oh, my God.
Was he on the TV show?
Yes.
What season? Last season?
Last year.
Oh, that's right. He's a delight.
He's actually, I always say he's the nicest millionaire I know. He's such a generous guy. He took us on this big cruise this spring. It was amazing.
I just remember him. We were dealing with the usual fare at Loveline of some stripper calling in about being abused, and he was like, how can you be so hard on my friends? I like hanging out with these people. Why are you criticizing them? Well, he took it very personally.
That's right. I remember that episode vividly, as if it was yesterday. And you're right. Well, to be fair, he may have taken you on a luxury cruise, but MTV sent me hunting socks one year for
I got
Christmas.
those great hunting socks.
Yeah.
The gray ones with a snowflake on the bottom?
From MTV?
Yes.
Oh, they're sending everyone socks.
You thought it was just you.
Well, wait, did you get 2 socks? Because I got 2.
I got the left and the right.
Oh, for Christ's sake. I got to get my agent on the phone.
But the logo's on the same side of each sock, so you really don't feel like you've got a pair.
All right.
I didn't get socks.
You didn't get socks that year. You missed that. Well, you were a bad boy. You don't deserve them. All right. Stephanie,
Yes.
you're 16?
Yeah.
What's up?
My mom and my stepdad kicked me out of the house because they said, it's my fault that they were having sexual problems.
How is that?
What? Yeah.
They just, my stepdad, he's a nympho, and he blames it on me and my brother,
I see.
What, just the fact that you're present sort of breaks his stride?
I guess.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you think this went down this way at all?
No.
No, absolutely not.
Well, either that or I want to just, she's living with 2 psychotic parents.
Well,
Oh, I
that's
know I am.
probably true, but I'm sure they cited other reasons other than you're distracting him when he's trying to bang mama. Now, what was the real reason? What are you doing? They catch you with some pot in your room? You acting out? You getting in trouble at school? What's going on?
I've been suspended once. I've never
For
done
what?
drugs, never got out, never got drunk.
What were you suspended for?
I threw a snowball. I've never been a troublemaker.
It was in July, though, and that's for the trouble
So
payment.
what else was happening at home that upset this lovely gentleman so much?
He must have some problems. My grandma thinks he has some problems. I'm living with my grandma now.
I see.
Yes.
And where's your real dad?
He's out of the picture. He doesn't pay child support. I've seen him a couple times here lately, but
Okay. So your mom doesn't pick great guys?
oh no.
No, she picked another bad guy.
Yeah.
So now you're living with Grandma.
Uh-huh.
And even though it smells funny in her house, she's sane?
Oh no, she's really clean. She's really cool.
Right. Okay. Good. Problem solved. Stay with Grandma for a couple of years, study hard, and go off to college.
I was wondering if there was any way I could improve my mom's relationship with me.
With you?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. I don't see how you can come back from this kind of a violation. I don't have strong enough words for this.
Drew, you'd be good on Whose Line Is It Anyway?
But she let you down in a big way, and she is not standing
She's
up.
never been real good to me anyway.
All right, good. Let your
Yeah, but
mom...
she's-
Good. Let her come back to you, Stephanie.
Don't try to change her. Don't expect this relationship to be better than it is. Thank God you've got a caring grandmother, and really focus on taking care of yourself.
And listen, write your folks off. That's what I did. Do it early. It's good. It's very liberating. You get to do whatever you want.
Okay.
All right, don't piss Grandma off.
Yeah.
Get your grades up and go off to some lesbian college, all right?
All right, thanks.
All right.
Bye.
All right. So there's horrible parenting going on in this
I was wondering
country.
if they were the ones smoking or drinking.
Oh, almost undoubtedly.
I'm sure they're doing something, although I'm sure it didn't go down exactly that way. I'm
Right.
sure stepdad didn't pull Stephanie aside and explain that you're screwing up my stride sexually.
Well, she describes him as a nympho. That's the odd adjective for your stepfather.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the whole thing is scary.
Matt,
Yeah,
you're 14?
yeah.
What's up?
Well, I've never had a girlfriend or kissed a girl before, but I masturbate constantly, and I get cuts all the time, and I'm wondering if I'm doing it wrong.
Get cuts?
Yeah,
Where?
all over.
All right. You got to take that graduation ring off before you go in on yourself. I had this problem, too.
You mean you cause like a dermatitis? You irritate your skin so much that it starts to crack?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's just cuts everywhere on the top, on the sides.
Well,
Hold on a second. I think he's full of crap.
hang on.
Really?
Maybe using something that's actually reacting to, having some sort of skin reaction.
You're not using Prel, are you, Matt? It's a big mistake I made in junior high.
Do not use Vicks Vapor Rub.
Oh, what are you using? Are you using a lubrication?
No, I'm not even using anything.
All right, why don't you get some lubrication happening?
But why is this causing it?
Well, you're doing it so often that you're irritating yourself. Okay, let me do this. We haven't spoken about this in about a half hour, but substitute your penis for your arm for 1 second. God, I wish I could do that. And you take your arm and you grab onto it and you just vigorously work it 3, 4, 5 times a day, every day, 20 minutes at a time. You know, just clamp your other hand onto your wrist, and you guys are enjoying this much time, and really work that arm. And then after about 3 months of that, look at your arm. See if there's a little chafing, some redness, some
No hair?
cutting. You've worn the hair off of that arm.
And that's thicker skin.
Yes,
It's less delicate
don't
skin.
be surprised when you misuse your penis the same way. Don't be surprised if there's some reaction. Stay off your penis for a couple days. See what happens.
Lotion, lotion, lotion.
Yeah. I'm not a lotion man, and thank God I'm not. You know, there's a lotion window
Yeah.
for young men. And that lotion window opens about 14 and a half and slams shut about 15. And either you get on the lotion train or you don't. And I did some thinking about this the other night when I was drunk. I reckon I've saved at least $30,000 in lotion because I did not get on that lotion train at
I
age
agree.
14 and a half.
There's so many times you're nowhere near lotion. You really have to.
Camping,
You have to go for free. Yeah. You have
you
to-
stayed at a cheap motel. You know what I'm saying? You get hooked on that lotion, you become soft,
Yeah.
your penis becomes used to it, and you're screwed.
That's like having a Lucky helmet or something for football. You don't want to be
Right,
stuck at home without the Lucky equipment.
right. That is, it's like you become reliant on something, and now you can't function without it. This is the mistake I made with chapstick, by the way. I made it 20 years without using chapstick. Now I got to put the crap on 40 times a day. I should have never picked that chapstick up. Drew, you should have stopped me. You should have slapped that out of my hand when I picked it up.
This is the Armor All theory, and I'm glad you're a self-actualized masturbator. It's good,
Thank you.
independent.
Nicole? Nicole,
Yes.
you're 17. What's up?
I have trouble being on top when I have sex with my boyfriend. Like, I have a panic attack. And I don't know why. I kind of want to know what to do, so I don't anymore.
When you're on top?
Yeah.
Wait, you have a ceiling fan or something?
No.
What's you know what I love about our listeners? They eat up my humor with a fork and spoon. You have a ceiling fan? No. Thank you. You understand how strong my ego has to be to come in here night after night and deal with this sort of abuse? Thank you. Okay, now listen, why you on top? Because that's a sort of, you're in control in that position.
I know. And I don't know. I don't know. Like, it's all okay for a little bit. And
So-
then I just kind of freak out and I start shaking and I freeze up and
If he's on top, you have no problem with that.
no problem.
Do you
It's all
have
good.
orgasms?
Yeah.
You have them when
He's on top.
he's on top.
Yeah.
So why would you get on top?
Just something different. I mean, if I just lay on my back all the time,
Is there some sense that something's going to happen that's unpleasant?
I don't know.
Have you ever had any difficulty? Ever get bucked off a Brahma bull, or did a uncle force you to sit on him while he was drunk, or something like that? Is there anything this reminds you of?
Well, I was raped, like by my uncle.
Oh, well, I got the uncle call there. And were you on top of your uncle?
No.
He was on top of you.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. See, okay, hold on. Let me talk to the boys. Brad?
Yeah.
Get a hand in her.
Touched by an uncle. Mm-hmm.
When a woman has been raped,
serious.
oftentimes, when a woman's been raped, she doesn't like a guy getting on top of her, especially when the guy gets on top and sort of holds her legs and controls her and sort of dominates her and smothers her. So most women have difficulty with that, especially someone who had this happen to them. But them being on top and having difficulty with that and having no difficulty on the bottom is strange, especially when the uncle was on top.
But there's also that feeling of intimacy. And maybe she feel, people avoid that when they've been traumatized. And maybe that's
but
for
it's
her
not more intimate
But
when
maybe
you're on
for her
top.
it is.
Maybe she has a hard time taking control to make herself have the orgasm. Like, has she ever had an orgasm in front of the guy by herself?
Right, where she is sort of instigated
Because
it.
this is the next this is like the closest thing to almost pleasuring yourself, just using the man as a tool almost.
Nicole?
Yeah.
All right, when did your uncle rape you?
Between, I was 4 until I was 10.
Oh, well, so it's just 6 years?
Yeah.
And what's up with that? What is this, your dad's brother, your mom's brother?
My dad's brother.
And
treated for that?
is he in jail?
No, they didn't send him to jail. He pleaded no trial, so he had to go for an evaluation with a psychologist.
Pleaded no trial?
No contest?
I'd like to plead no trial.
No contest.
Sorry, Your Honor, no trial. But you're up for double homicide. Sorry, no trial.
No trial.
All right, so, oh boy.
Have you had sexual compulsions or anything like that as a result of this?
What?
Are you okay? Are you acting out a lot? Or are you in a stable relationship?
I've been with this guy for 2 years.
Okay, and you're not cheating on him?
No.
Okay, and have you got some therapy for being raped by your uncle?
I've been in therapy since I was 10.
Okay, good. All right, hey, listen, Nicole,
Yeah.
for what has happened to you in your relative short life, you're ahead of the game.
Doing fine.
Stay in therapy.
Don't worry about this one position.
That's right.
You don't like it.
You're having orgasms on the bottom. You're way ahead.
Yeah, you don't like this position.
For sure.
It's just not fair to him.
No.
Cut that out.
No.
He's fine.
Is he complained?
No.
All right, there you go.
He's lazy.
Leave him alone. How does that work? And I know I bring this up all the time, but I
Where'd
cannot.
that come from?
Well, that comes from having your uncle get on top of you for 6 years. But how does that work? I have 2 nephews, and I've only asked one of them so far. but how does that work where you look at your brother or sister's kids and go, hey, there's a piece of ass. I got to get some of that.
I think that they're looking at a kid, and the problem is that relatives' children are more
accessible,
which is so insidious and dangerous.
Right. Yeah. And so, Brad, you bring up a good point, and I never really see. I always thought of it as an F-U to your brother or sister. It's like
no.
I know. Well, it is, but it isn't.
Yeah.
It's like
in the end, it is. Yeah.
I like 5-year-olds. I don't want to go across the street to the schoolyard. I got one being dropped off at my house that I watch between noon and 4 every day. I'll just do this one.
And I've got one I can manipulate. He cares about me. If I tell him you would destroy us if you tell anybody,
it's
completely
predatory.
Parents.
It's predation in a world where that's such a taboo that the most insidious way to do it is where you can't be caught. So it's you can't sit in the car and abduct people. So
Adam Brand knows a little too much about this.
Yeah,
that's why I have a panel van.
Yeah, and a panel van, and
he's got a cooler full of ice cream.
He's got an anklet that's going off right now. I think he's out of range. Yeah, and you guys on Whose Line Is It Anyway deal with a lot of molestation and rape suggestion.
Those usually get cut out of the show, but that's usually where we go.
I need an occupation. Rapist.
Pedophile.
Pedophile. Right. I heard rapist first.
What rhymes with pedophile? I gotta do a song.
Okay, and your job. You're a clown. Okay, pedophile clown, or was it rapist clown? And what's his motivation? He has an erection. All right.
And too much room in his crawl space.
And lights out. Sarah?
Hello?
You're 15?
Yeah.
What's up?
Well, I was wondering, what type, what's more, what do you take Xanax for?
Anxiety.
And what's more, Valium or Xanax?
Xanax is more addictive. It's shorter acting, a little more powerful.
Oh, really?
What do you mean?
Can you grab me some of that?
Why are you interested in shorter acting?
I'm a busy man. I don't have time to hallucinate more than, let's say, 8 hours a day.
So, Sarah, you're 15. How much do you weigh?
130.
Yeah, so it's not something you should be messing with.
I don't
it's
know.
Highly addictive.
I think Valium has a little more punch than Xanax. Yeah?
Depends how you look at it.
Why don't you give me one of each,
longer
and I'll
acting.
do one of those
It's more-
blind taste tests.
It's sort of intermediate acting benzodiazepine.
And I'll eat a saltine in between to cleanse my palate.
We replaced
Sherbet.
Adam's regular Xanax.
Hey, Sarah?
Yeah?
All right. There you go. Don't take anything.
If you're taking a lot of it, are you stealing it from somebody?
Yeah.
And you're taking a bunch of it?
To, parties and stuff.
Oh,
right,
well,
you-
it's
you-
just on Thursday and Friday.
It's a drug that if you take even moderately large doses for a few days and then try to stop, you'll have very intense withdrawal and possibly seizures.
Hey, Sarah?
Yeah?
I didn't get into the prescription meds until I was 34, 35, okay? So
Really, to be fair.
you got another 20 years to go.
It was
sister.
until I was stuck in a room with you every night.
That's
They've
right.
really been
That's
pimping
right.
me.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you should be drinking, Boone's Farm at the park or wine coolers in a van at
Isn't that
this
nice advice?
stage.
That's nice.
At
Yeah.
15, you shouldn't
Oh,
be
that's
doing. What I mean,
good.
what are you, one of the Gabor sisters? You're 15. Stay off the prescription meds, all right?
Valley of the Dolls.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Brad Sherwood's our guest tonight from Whose Line Is It Anyway? We will take ourselves a little break. We'll come back. When we do, we'll speak to Chuck, who's 28. Only gets turned on when girlfriend puts on Catholic schoolgirl's outfit. Oh, that's
Me
good.
too.
After that. Yeah. Hey, it's Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew over there. Hey, Anderson, can I get a longer mic cord in here when you get a chance, buddy? Thank you. I can't lean back. You know I like to doze off in the 11 o'clock hour. Brad Sherwood is our guest tonight. He is from Whose Line Is It Anyway? ABC, 8 o'clock and 8:30. Man, that's a lot of prime time Thursday night. ABC, #1 network now. Yeah. And you remember just those Seinfeld days just a few short years ago when it was like NBC was just destroying everyone, and I think ABC was probably last, and it was like, what's going on with ABC and what's going to happen?
I thought CBS was killing everybody with all the reality stuff.
No, ABC, #1.
Thanks to Regis.
Number
We're all riding his
1.
coattails.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's fantastic news. And that's why I'd be bad working for one of the networks, because when we were last, I'd just go, hey, everyone relax. A couple years, we'll be back on top again. Let's all go home. All right. Oh, I see. Okay, I'm going to take Drew's mic. There we go. Yeah, Anderson.
Fancy.
Looking good, buddy.
We couldn't have figured that one out.
All right.
That's genius.
What a technician.
Chuck, you're 28. Yeah, what's up with your girlfriend, the Catholic?
She says I got a fetish. I just want to know what that is. Like, I get turned on when she puts on a Catholic girl skirt.
Well, fetish
That's fine.
really technically means you have to have this. You have to have some sort of behavior or some sort of object to focus on in order to function sexually.
I don't really need that, but if it comes along, game on. You know what I mean?
Right. All right, Chuck.
Me too, Chuck.
There you go. Do they have Jewish schoolgirl outfits, or that gauchos and headset for hooked onto some braces, or what is the? Do they have Jewish schools, right? Do they have uniforms?
I'm sure.
Well, if you can get your girlfriend to shave her head and then wear a wig, it's kind of a.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, I'll tell you, those Hasidim, they got some great rules. No shaving. It's all. Yeah, let me tell you something. I know we've discussed this before. I don't want to offend any of our Jewish friends, but all of this. I went to one of these temples, like the hardcore Hasidic temples, to make fun of them during the day, like on a Tuesday at noon. All their stuff is based around not having to go to work. And not shaving.
And eating.
And eating and not changing their clothes. You never see a smellier, hairy bunch of fatter guys in your life. And it's like, it's noon and it's Tuesday, and I'm going, hey, why aren't you people working? It is forbidden. I was like, hey, this is great. How do I get in on this?
But you don't mean to offend.
Yeah, no, I don't mean to offend, but listen, it's like, here's the deal. Let's see. It'll be illegal to shave. Good. We'll eat all the time. Great. And no work. Fine. We'll all just hang out. These guys just hung. It was like a clubhouse for guys who didn't want to shave. So it's a club for guys who want to eat and not shave. It really is. And smell each other. And it's like, hey, I'd like to work on Saturday, but I can't use electricity, so I got to hang. It's really genius. How do I get in on that, Drew? It really is. It's great. Where am I going over here?
5.
You got one? Oh, man, do those guys smell. Is there anything about bathing
5.
in that religion? Or is it just no shaving? Marie?
Yeah?
You're 28.
Yes.
What's up?
I just wanted to know, I've heard other callers call in and ask about, or tell you about that, when they used to see their moms change when they were younger, they'd have some weird sexual thing when they were older.
Wait.
We don't get a ton of that.
I've
no.
never had that.
I listened to it last week, and one guy, I can't remember who it was, a couple weeks ago called in and said that he used to have fantasies then about his mom or older women because he said his mom used to change in front of him when he was younger.
As I recall, he was sexually abused by the mom.
Oh.
Or the grandma, if I remember even right. Remember this one?
No, I remember him just saying that he was changing.
No.
Regardless of the fact, my son is like overly aggressive. I don't know. I don't know if little boys are just like that, but he does like when I change in front of him. I mean, I don't normally do it, but when he does, I mean, is that going to affect him when he gets older?
No, it's normal. You don't want to shame him. You don't want to.
Oh, I don't. But I kind of say, okay, well, I need my time in here.
Yes, you need him to understand that this is your body.
He's 19, by the way.
I understand. And these are your private areas, and there's boundaries and this sort of thing. But
now, when you say private area, do you point your groin?
No, I
or
mean, if he starts
your room?
pulling or poking, or what kids do, they'll do that.
Oh, really?
You just know this is, it's mine.
Well, he
That's
always
yours.
wants to he's overly affectionate. He wants to hug or,
Why is that overly affectionate?
Well, I'm not overly affectionate. I'm just saying, he's
the hug.
Well, she's naked
no,
and
I mean, more so when I'm half naked or something.
I see.
He's 4.
Okay,
He's 4. That's fine.
He's 4, right?
Right.
Don't freak him out. And what do you mean about overly aggressive, other than wants to hug?
No, not overly aggressive. I'm just saying he just is very.
How is he with?
He just likes women, and if somebody's got pantyhose on, he'll rub their legs. And
How is he with other kids?
Oh, he's fine with other kids. I've got other children.
All right.
Okay.
They go.
Fine.
They go through a phase between now and about 6 where things are sort of there.
Yeah.
All kinds of interesting things happen.
He's never asked you for a reach around or anything like that?
No.
Okay, you're fine.
that phase will stop when he's about 47.
19. And it's interesting. We my kids were in pre-kindergarten. They were that's like 4 or 5.
Pre-kindergarten.
But listen.
Yeah.
Well, you don't. The fact that they go to a school disturbs you.
You know how I feel about reading.
I understand that.
Poisons the soul.
Yes, indeed. I mean, my kids read better than you now.
I know.
Think about
Scary.
that.
Scary.
Somebody should be put away for having ill-served you.
Believe me, I'm trying to get my parents put away.
Good.
I've been working very. You know how a lot of people like Elvis, they go out, they make a lot of money, and they buy their mom a car. I'm trying to have my parents institutionalized. I'm trying to punish them. I'm trying to use my money and resources to punish them. Yeah.
What was I saying?
You're talking about
Preschool.
pre-kindergarten.
And when the kids, a couple of the kids.
Drew actually had a college professor put his head up his wife's vagina before the kids came out and, tried to teach them Latin in the second trimester.
It's quite a visual. I hope he wasn't wearing the mortarboard.
These are triplets, mind you.
These are triplets. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, it was a bitch getting that chalkboard up there. I'll tell you that was the tall order.
That's
all
all
right,
when the
so
humor goes
Drew's
to your
kids
wife's
went to
vagina.
pre. None of those triplets are gonna make more than $35,000 a year.
And when they they were asked to draw pictures of family. A lot of these kids drew these parental figures with giant genitalia and big belly buttons and things. There's lots of preoccupation about this stuff.
Why can't they go back to drawing Nazi half tracks like I did when I was 5 and 6 years old? I was very enamored with the idea of a car that had wheels on the front and tank treads on the back. Remember those Nazi half tracks?
Right, me too.
Maybe I watched too much Rat Patrol or something, but everything was a half track with the swastika on the side. It was there was something very alluring about the German army of World War II when I was 5, 6 years old.
Boy,
and tank treads were easy to draw.
Speaks volumes. Speaks volumes, ladies and gentlemen.
Jeep
Hey, Adam and Drew.
Yeah. Hey, Jeep. Yeah, I was just talking about your close cousin, the half-track.
Oh, sure. Hey, Adam and Drew, you're both geniuses. You got to know that.
Thank you.
Anderson, you're very funny, even though you only talk through sound effects.
Yeah.
And what's his name? Doug?
Brad.
Brad. You're hilarious on Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Thank you. Good. You watch that show?
Oh yeah, watch it all the time.
Coming up this Thursday.
Yeah, I watch the British one every once in a while too.
Was that on Comedy Central?
Yeah.
Well, my name was Doug when it was on the British.
Doug, I'm sorry.
No, you're right with Brad.
I was?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Brad's just yanking your chain.
All right.
What's up?
Okay, well, actually, I lied to the screener person. Tell her I'm sorry. But I just wanted to let you know, you're a millionaire, literally. And I just wanted to let you know that everybody really appreciates... Everybody really appreciates what you do.
Where are you calling from?
Seattle, Washington.
Oh, interesting.
And I was just...
You know what's interesting about that? Is that in that part of the country, when we travel up there, people literally come up and go and touch you and go, I appreciate. Literally, this is what they say, I appreciate. Nowhere else in the country they say that.
Yeah, they're much more aware in that part of the country. I mean, whereas you travel around and people see us and they go, hey, you're funny, or they give this one that's just my favorite, which is they pull us apart, they pull us aside at the airport and they go, you know what I love about your show? You're like the smart one. You're like the doctor. You're giving out the medical advice. And you're the funny one. And I'm like, hold on, let me grab a pad and paper. Let's see.
They've really pulled the rock over and looked at the bugs underneath, haven't they?
So wait a minute. Let me get this straight. I'm the doctor. No. You are the doctor. You give out the advice. You're like all serious. You're like all serious guy. Like, well, and it's always funny when really stupid guys try to use examples about medical terminology. Because, like, you're the one who's like, well, you got a... well, you're fun. Okay, you're serious. Okay, you're a serious doctor guy. I mean, you're like cracking jokes, and he's like talking about medical stuff while you're making jokes, and that's what I like about the show. And I'm like, fantastic.
That's a formula that just might work.
Right, but if you go to Seattle, and I do agree with Drew on
Pacific
this.
Northwest, yeah.
They go, hey, I think it's great what you're doing. I think it's great that you're trying to make a difference.
Yeah,
or
they look in the eye and they say, I appreciate. The word appreciation comes out repeatedly. You go into, like, the deep Midwest, and the reactions are quite different.
You're the doctor.
No, that's right. Oh, my God, Susie, come over here. And then you talk to them for 45 minutes?
Yeah.
Hour and 45?
Talk to them for an hour, and then you go, hey, listen, my plane's leaving. And they go, okay, Your Highness, go back to Hollywood and have fun with your royal
Oh,
friends.
we gotta leave now.
Yeah, I see. Have fun on your velvet-lined toilet seat, your gold-plated toilet. And you're like, hey, honey, I talked to you for an hour.
And you're sitting there with your blue plastic boarding card for Southwest Airlines.
Right. Alex?
Yeah.
You're 14?
Yeah.
What's up?
I came home tonight. Like, I walked in. The door was open because it's like hot out here in LA.
I don't.
Yeah, I walked in.
I already don't believe
Yeah,
you.
I don't
Go
believe
ahead.
you either. Yeah, already. It's a little too much.
Don't even know what your question
A little
is.
too much laugh in the voice.
All right, so it's hot in the
So you
door?
wait. So he's,
I walked in the door.
Yeah.
Like, my mom and her boyfriend were, like, making out, getting ready to get busy and stuff.
Yeah.
And then, like, I just freaked out.
Mm-hmm.
I climbed in the back, like, through my window.
Right.
I just closed the door and I turned on the music real loud, like, a subtle way to let them know I'm here. And now
Right.
I don't know what to do. Should I, like, block it out of my mind? Should I freak out about it, or what should I do?
Well, what's the deal with her boyfriend? Is this somebody she's seeing regularly?
Like, not really her boyfriend. I just called her boyfriend, but they got married, like, a couple months ago.
It's her husband.
I'm still not used to it.
It's her husband. So
Yeah,
you're pissed off that she has a new husband, right?
Well, kind of.
Yeah.
Well, where's your
dad?
Where's your dad?
We see him once in a while, but he's like kind of stubborn and he like gets pissed off over everything, so I don't really talk to him.
All right. Well, listen.
I see a pattern.
Alex?
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's your job.
Not to get pissed off over everything.
Your mom's remarried. She's got a new man. Don't cause trouble with him. Don't
Or your
forget-
own life.
I'm sorry your real dad's not a great guy, but that doesn't mean your stepfather's a bad guy. And don't take out whatever feelings or anger you have for your real dad on your stepdad. And you don't become one of those angry, pissed off guys like your real dad. It's no way to go through life unless you can
right.
parlay it into a radio career like I've done.
I'll try that.
All right, so listen, Alex.
Yeah.
Don't be an angry guy. Cut this stepdad some slack.
Your feelings are okay, but realize where they're coming from.
The step parent gig is a lose-lose situation because the fact that you're there means real mommy or real daddy hit the road, and now you're screwed because you come into the picture and the person already has it in for you because they look at you as replacing real mommy or real daddy, and they take these and these real parents, the biological parents, which are worse than the step parents, and they make them better.
But the step parent is the constant reminder that the reunion fantasy can never be fulfilled.
Right.
I had a lucky step-parent thing because my parents divorced when I was about 1, so I didn't have the fantasy of what my father was like.
Yeah.
So when my stepfather came along, it was like, oh,
Dad.
Someone in the house.
And he was always Dad, right?
So, yeah.
Did you call him Dad?
No, actually, I still call him.
But after all, he pursued a career in comedy, so it can't be that good.
You call him by his first name?
Yeah.
What was that?
Cliff.
Cliff.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good name. That's a good guy. Cliff. You can't go wrong with Cliff.
Do you work in the garage?
No. He wasn't.
Seattle.
He was an artist.
Oh.
No. My real dad.
A real dad's an artist.
Yeah.
What was Cliff?
Engineer. Civil engineer.
Yeah, that's good, too. Did he have a garage?
Not really.
Yeah, I mean, see, Cliff's weird because it's not really a wrenching name, you know? On the other hand, he was a civil engineer.
I see.
Civil engineers, like, what's that like? Like, we have so many A-holes living in a certain thing, so we need so big a sewer line built in this area and so much power going to it.
And here's a beautiful strip of land that a lot of people would like to live on, so let's bulldoze it and create roads.
Right.
All right. It into little lots.
Let's kill some Indians. That's basically how it works. All right, we're going to take ourselves a little break. Brad Sherwood is here. We'll be back, and when we do, we'll speak to Randy, who's 23. Every girl he dates ends up hating him. We'll be back. Yep. Hey, it's Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew over there. Brad Sherwood is our guest tonight. You would recognize him from Whose Line Is It Anyway? The big hit, third season. Thursday nights, ABC, #1 network. And on twice, 8 and 8:30. Yeah?
Yep.
Run right back there. Back to back. And Drew Carey does the host/moderator.
Mm-hmm. And he plays a game at the end of the show as well.
Seems like a pretty cushy gig. Yep. I'm going to watch that Family Guy. I think that's on tomorrow night. I love that show. I really love that Family Guy. And I'm really, I don't want to steal any of Brad's thunder, but that show needs help.
Unacceptable. What show?
Who's Family Guy?
Family Guy needs help?
No, I mean, it needs people to watch it.
Oh, I see.
Whose Line Is It Anyway? It's doing fine.
You're starting a grassroots campaign.
Yeah. I'm going to start a letter writing campaign, except for I can't write. Other than that, I'd be willing to
The
start.
Family Guy had just been sort of come out around year 2 of The Simpsons. It'd be a smash.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, came a little late, but they renewed it, and I think they're doing more episodes, so that's fine. And plus, Seth MacFarlane sent us a basket.
You?
Oh, he sent me a basket? Didn't he send us a basket? Remember we got a basket, you idiot, 2 weeks ago?
Was that the wine
We
basket?
divvied it up?
Yeah. That's very nice.
You got, we it's really funny when Drew and I divvy up a basket. It's like, hey, give me the cashews. Don't bogart the cashews. All right, give me the smoked cheddar.
You want that weird Swedish box of chocolate squares that are like half mint and half nutmeg, something or other?
And the sugar nuts.
Yeah. And then there's always some kind of bizarre Southwest hot and spicy dates or some sort of bizarre something, and it's like, what the hell is that?
And some, like, dinner crackers from Portugal in a box that you've never seen in your entire life.
You know what I'd like to do? I'd like to open a company where we serve baskets with nothing but goulash in them. Just filled to the top with great Hungarian veal goulash.
California goulash baskets.
That's right. Big basket of goulash.
It comes with a special ladle.
Oh.
And bowls.
Randy?
Yeah, what's up?
You're 23.
Yeah, I called because I have a serious issue with commitment. I think, that's what I'm told. The reason why is because, I have several friends that are living with girls or have been dating girls for months, yet I have yet to date a girl longer than a month, and I get really picky whenever I date with them. I guess...
By picky you mean, hang on, by picky you mean you pick them apart? And you find reasons not to continue dating him?
Well, I call it Seinfeld syndrome.
Yeah.
It's like there might be one little thing about them that bothers me,
Right.
and it will drive me nuts.
Yeah.
That must be a very unhappy way to go through life.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if I'm just shallow or what, but it's asinine. It's really
So it doesn't make you unhappy?
Yeah, it makes him unhappy.
Yeah.
It makes me unhappy. I'm frustrated. I'd like to settle down, maybe maintain some stability, but it's something I can't control.
Do you get anything out of this?
I don't know. Maybe subconsciously. I'm not sure.
What do you think you get out of it?
I don't know. Well, for instance, the last girl I dated, one of the last girls I dated, every time she said goodbye to me, she would say, instead of goodbye or just see you later, she would say toodles. The word toodles. And it would drive me absolutely insane.
Why don't you tell you didn't like that?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
You do what I do. You just hit him. You
I
don't say
want
toodles. You just take a swing at him.
Well, when I first heard it, I was like, what the hell is that?
No. And don't hit him in the face. You don't want to mark him up. But give him a good shot in the gut. Give him a good hook to the ribs. Maybe see if he can catch a kidney. Hey, Randy?
Yeah.
Here's the deal. You're 23.
Uh-huh.
I was this way when I was 23.
Me too.
Thank God I'm this way now at 36.
Oh,
No,
right on.
it'll wear off. It'll work its way out. You know what you're doing, right?
Right.
You're aware of what you're doing. Keep an eye on yourself. Next time you hook up with someone and they say toodles and you find yourself being annoyed by that, realize what you're doing, right?
Right.
And keep an eye on yourself. Listen, everybody. Step back and take a look at yourself. There should be a part of you that sort of hovers over you, look and monitors yourself, like one of those bank cameras.
Call it observing egos.
Really?
Yeah.
Right. Drew, if I hovered over you, I'd take a leak on you.
Thanks.
There you go.
But listen,
Toodles,
he's
Randy.
avoiding intimacy, avoiding
Right.
vulnerability. So.
Suzette?
It's not ready for
Yeah.
it.
You're 16?
Yes.
What's up?
Okay, I live with my boyfriend, and his mother told me not to make hickeys on each other because it could cause some kind of skin problem.
Yeah, a big purple mark.
No, I mean like cancer or something.
Nope.
True, very true.
Nope.
Very true.
Nope.
It can't?
Nope.
No, that is true. This is,
Mental note, do not name children Suzette.
yeah, living with your boyfriend.
Yeah.
16.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Well, me and my mom have some problems, so
How old's your boyfriend?
he's 18.
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it?
No, she signed me away to his mother, and
Oh, my God.
she's like my legal guardian.
His mom.
Yeah.
And she lets you live with him.
Yeah.
And how's that
Oh.
signing away work? The UPS guy dropped you off
Get
over
a
at their
dowry?
place
What's
and-
that?
Yeah.
No,
Here you go, sign here. Oh, and just initial this. There you go.
no, actually, I ran away with him, and
They're sort of physically, was she whooping you all the time?
yeah.
Yeah, that's why kids run away.
All right.
When they're being abused in the house, either
So-
sexually or physically.
All right. Hey, Suzette.
Yeah.
Here's your number one priority. All
Don't
right?
get pregnant.
No, that's number 2. Number 1 is worship me as a God. And then number 2 is don't get pregnant.
I won't.
Are you pregnant currently?
No.
Have you already had a child?
No.
Okay.
Are you using birth control?
Yeah.
What are you using?
Ortho tricycline.
Oh, right
Very
on.
good. Very
Yes.
good. Stay on that. Okay?
Yeah.
Don't worry about the hickeys.
Don't worry about the skin cancer.
Okay.
No, not gonna
Think about how dangerous leeches would be then.
Right. Okay.
All right, bye.
Good luck to you there. Didn't Annie Coffin die that way? Who died that way? Is that
Leeches?
famous? No, hickeys. Who was that? Trying to think who that was. Yeah, what is it with the hickey? And listen, there is no whiter, trashier move than hickey. Actually, the Latinos are into it too, but I don't think the blacks are in it because it just doesn't show up. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. Who knows? But it is one of those instincts that is bizarre to me. And listen, if you want to prove to the world that you're in love, get the person a goddamn ring or a tennis bracelet or something, but don't leave black and blue marks all over their neck.
In the dating world, when you're dating someone and you're fooling around, and have you ever had that hickey paranoia where they're starting to
Yeah.
like, suck just a little too hard, and you're like, hey, no, you know,
Yeah.
don't leave a mark.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like
It's a buzzkill.
You're making out with someone, and they go down and like licking on your neck, and all of a sudden, and you're thinking to yourself, "I'm trying to enjoy myself, but am I getting a hickey?
Yeah.
And what's going on here?"
Hickey phobia, I think.
Yeah,
I've
that's
had that many a time.
That's where I grab the clock alarm. I just bash them over the head with it. Yeah.
Hypnophobia.
Yeah, throw that dude right out of my room.
Break.
Huh?
Break.
Huh? All right, we'll take a break. Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. Brad Sherwood is our guest tonight from Whose Line Is It Anyway? ABC. In its third smash year on the #1 network in the United States and possibly the world, the fabulous ABC. Thursday nights, 8 and 8:30. 2 episodes. Hosted and moderated by the great Drew Carey, personal friend of mine, very close friend of mine. We see eye to eye on just about every topic. I just assumed I hadn't met him before because he was a big celebrity.
Can you remember now?
Now I do remember that Drew Carey was on our TV show. It's just
He was on with the other guy that's on.
Ryan Stiles?
Yes.
Yes. Now it's all coming back to me. I got to stop getting high before we do that show. I think it affects my memory and performance. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. And you ready to get back here, Drew?
Yeah.
Get going? Here we go.
All right.
Elizabeth?
Yes.
You're 19?
Uh-huh.
That's one of those radio things, by the way, when I asked Drew, so you ready to get going?
Uh-huh.
That means I'm like killing time while I'm kind of looking up at the board and trying to figure out what number to push on my keypad here.
I bet.
Drew, you ready to keep the party going, brother?
Yeah, dude, let's go.
Let's rock and roll. What do you say? Let me give the time and the weather out real quick, and then...
I knew you were going to do that.
What's up, Elizabeth? You're 19.
Okay. About a couple months ago, me and my boyfriend decided to take a break because we were getting a little serious.
Right.
And then,
Who decided that?
Huh?
Who decided
we
that?
both did because we're both getting pressure from our family, so we just decided to slow it down.
Pressure to get married?
No, just to slow it down because we would, just fool around in front of our family, just, playfully, but we just decided to calm it down.
Elizabeth, stop blowing Steve and finish your meal.
Anyway,
There's something missing
we were
from
on
that.
break. When we were on the break,
Sounds cryptic.
he decided to hang out with a couple of our friends, and he got high, and he had a little threesome with one of my female friends and one of my male friends. And
what's wrong with that?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And did he have contact with the male friend?
Yes.
Okay.
What kind of contact?
Well, he gave him oral.
Yeah.
Good night.
You know, it's funny. He's like, the family's like, okay, you two get back together and start getting it on again, would you? Right on the dinner table. Just, go ahead and clear
His
the
family
table.
is telling
Start
him.
humping him. Yeah.
Get back to monogamous.
Yeah, please.
Thank you very much.
Oh, my God.
Elizabeth, there's a bunch missing here.
Yeah.
A ton
well,
of information
okay,
missing.
so I find this out after I go to church in the evening, and my friend who was involved in this pulled me off to the side and told me what happened. I totally broke down.
In church, he told you?
Yeah, right during the service, we had like a little revival or something. I don't know.
It's got to be bad form.
Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of decorum is that? I'm not a religious man, but I know that goes against some tenet of the church.
Talk about a
doesn't it?
revelation, huh?
Sacrament.
Yeah, pretty
Right.
much. Well, I kind of totally broke down. I told him how I felt.
Him.
My
Being God?
boyfriend.
Oh,
Your ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, and well,
And what do you mean how you felt?
just of what happened.
All right.
How did you feel?
He tore up my heart, chopped it into little pieces, sauteed it.
Yeah, here's back again to the breakup part, where you guys were taking time out.
Well, because
that was not a mutually agreed upon.
Yeah, he wanted to. Okay.
No, Elizabeth, baloney. Come on.
No, it isn't.
All
I
right.
mean, seriously, we were because I'm older than him, and the thing is that he was when I turned 19, he was still 17.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who
we
cares?
wanted
Listen,
to-
all nonsense.
No, I'm
I was
Elizabeth.
19. He was 17. My family didn't like us
That's
making
all
out.
baloney.
He went.
I'm serious.
All right, listen, you denial queen. This thing's over. You understand? It's over. Every time you see him, every time you kiss him, you're going to picture a penis in his mouth. All right? It's over.
Thank you for putting that picture in my head.
It was
Hey,
already there.
He wanted to be out of this relationship, and then you put all these sort of weird explanations for why it had to end, but he wanted out.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Yes.
And you're 19, and that's fine.
And the family wanted out, but look, he wanted out. And he got out, and he started to do his thing.
And
he's out.
He may be bi. Who knows?
And you'll see him at a rave in about 5 years with a pink wig on, and it'll all be good.
Well,
Elizabeth,
but the point is, start with the point at which you broke up. That was not a negotiation that ended in some sort of treaty that you.
Well, their family was tired of seeing them make out.
Yeah.
Listen, if I had a nickel for every time my family intervened when I was making out with a woman and caused the end of a relationship, I'd be a rich man right now. And what about, she said how he pulled her heart out, chopped it up into pieces, sauteed it, and ate it. Yeah. When do you leave that stage in life when you start talking about what people are doing to your heart?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you don't do it. I'm 36. I don't do that. Honey, you yanked my heart out. You threw it on the ground. You stomped on it. Then you had one of your buddies who drives a backhoe, and he ran over it. And then a dog came over and urinated on it. And then some coyotes fought over it and tore it to pieces.
Sent it Federal Express to an address that didn't actually exist with no return.
With no return, right. There's some point when you just go, hey, stop screwing me over. Like, you don't start talking about your heart. You just talk about you.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. The certain part where you realize your heart is just you.
Yeah.
It represents you. So you might as well just replace heart with you. Quit screwing me.
Yeah.
But you stop with that ripping the heart out stuff. I think it should be about 17, 18. You think, with the heart?
You also lose the desire to live.
And what about other organs, like a liver, pancreas, things like that?
Those start falling out after age 70.
Yeah, but when do you stop accusing people of tearing that out and
tearing out my liver?
It starts around 70, understand?
Chris?
Yeah.
You're 20.
Yeah.
What's up? Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
You know what it's like to have a lady pull your heart out, show it to you, and then put it in a Cuisinart and liquefy it, and then feed it to her cousin who has lockjaw through a straw?
Yeah,
because that's happened to me, man.
I hate that. I had a girl that was kicking me in the spleen once.
Yeah, you know what it's like when someone pulls out your heart and then puts an M80 into it and then lights it and shoves it in your neighbor's mailbox, man, and your heart is all over the neighborhood. You know what that feels like, man?
Oh, that sucks, because then you got to see it everywhere, too. I mean,
yeah.
That blows.
Yeah. You know it's like when someone pulls your heart out and they throw it in one of those tree shredders?
All right.
Okay.
Sweet.
Chris.
Okay, first off, I was just wondering, last week you had some chick that called you up that was all talking about getting with her aunt and uncle and a bunch of other people at the same time.
Yeah.
Anything ever happened with that?
I don't know.
We didn't really believe it.
No, you didn't.
I'll tell you what happened. We started seeing each other shortly after that call. And you know what that bitch did? She pulled my heart out and she fed it to a hungry koi.
A pond full of hungry, heart-eating koi.
Hungry koi. Yeah. But a taste for heart. Yeah, I don't know what happened to her.
Okay. I just I thought that was funny.
All right, thank you.
All
you
right.
have a question?
The question was, I've got this, she's basically my girlfriend. I've known her forever, but she's just not as sexually attractive to me as some other women.
Yeah.
And I don't know, when I think of somebody like I'd like to get married to or someone I'd like to spend a long time with, it's her. But on the other hand, I know I want to have like a good and healthy sexual relationship.
What's happening with you guys?
Mostly we just hang out, I mean.
No physical relationship.
There's not a whole lot.
Well, let's be clear here. There's no physical relationship.
Well, a little bit of nookie.
Yeah, I mean, there's
right. How long has it been? How long have you been with her?
I've known her for probably 6 or 7 years.
Wait a minute. Hang on a second. Wait. Now, Adam, let's say we're talking to Chris's girlfriend, quote, girlfriend, unquote.
Yes.
How would she describe this relationship? Hang on.
Drew, I don't know what dark and crappy what are you trying to do? Yank my heart out, put pepper on it, saute it? No, I don't know where you're going. They have a little bit of physical contact, not much.
What is the nature of that physical contact?
Nothing more than little, petting, necking.
Nothing. Drew, yes, Drew's right. I apologize to Drew. So she's not really your girlfriend.
No,
If we asked her, she'd go, "Oh, this guy Chris, we've been friends forever. He's so nice. He details my car for me twice a week."
Chris who? Yeah,
Chris who?
Well, but the thing that threw me on that is he was saying he wasn't that attracted.
She's not that attracted.
I thought he said he wasn't that attracted to her, and he
Right.
wanted to fool around before he got married or something.
That's
Well, it's more of a. I know that I love her a lot, and
Wait a minute.
friends, but it's not in a sexual way.
All right, hold on. You're not that attracted to her.
Right.
Okay, Drew, you read the screen. That was your mistake. And you got screwed up because you read the screen says how to make a girl sexually attractive to him. Oh, no, you're right. You did read the screen. Hey, can we edit that part of the show out?
Chris, the deal is she's not that attracted to you, and because she's not, there is no sexual relationship. There would be if she were open to it. Right.
Okay, but why did he call and say she wasn't attractive to him?
Because he's covering for the fact that she's just not available for a sexual relationship, even though he'd love to have one.
If she would let you, would you hump her?
Probably not yet.
Not yet. You want to give another 6 years?
I'm more of a purist. Wait till after marriage thing.
Purist. You're a pussy is what you are. Forget about purist.
You go start with a PU.
That's right. All right, hey, Chris.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on here, but you're sinking a lot of time and a lot of effort into something that ain't going to work. Find a new one and move on. Someone is into you. So listen.
It should be easier than that.
Here's the deal, everybody.
Friendville. He's just in Friendville. Mm-hmm.
Drew's right. Drew's instinct was right. He started off by. Here's how he started it. He started by saying, "This is my girlfriend of a long time,
right?
And I'm losing interest in her physically. I'm just not into her, and I want to have other experiences." And I was thinking, all right, he's done with his old girlfriend.
Oh no. He said. He was very much more covert and convoluted. Like, there's this girl, she's basically my girlfriend. Well, I've known her my whole life. We hang out. We're friends. Do you have a physical relationship? Yeah. And so I just love her, and I'd marry her. And it went on and on and on like that.
You know what's great? Women.
You ever seen her breasts?
Yeah.
Women could turn cornholing into a handshake, and guys can turn a peck on the cheek into a tour d'affaire, into 9.5 weeks in front of the refrigerator. Yeah. It's great. We both have our own agendas. Guys are going this way, girls are going that way. Sometimes they cross in the middle, but this guy's living in fantasy land.
Totally.
And listen, guys, please, if you spend X amount of time with a woman, it becomes weird after a certain point. It just does. They become like family. It's strange. You know what it's like? It's like eating a pig you made friends with. It really is. You buy a pig and you raise Wilbur and you nurse it, and then Wilbur's like 3 years old and Thanksgiving is coming up. You go out and slaughter it. No way. Meanwhile, you're eating bacon every day because you're eating strange pig. But you can't eat familiar pig. And
can't eat friendly pig.
Same with the vagina. You cannot eat familiar vagina. It has to be strange vagina that you eat. Strange,
it'll do
bizarre
terrible
vagina.
things to your heart.
That's right. It'll clog your arteries. You need to find a new woman. There's a little window. Get in there and then slaughter her and eat her before you make friends with her. It is true about my pig. I've never been righter than my pig analogy, though, right, Drew?
Yeah, never.
James.
Hey.
You're 16.
I am, and I'm calling from Canada, and I want to let you guys know that Canada loves you.
Hey, really? I'll be in Canada next week.
Canada.
Whereabouts are you going?
Via Scotland?
Yeah, that's a horrible Canadian accent, by the way, James.
Is it?
Yeah.
How's this, eh?
That's better.
Is that better?
Yeah.
All right, and I want to let you guys know that...
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from British Columbia.
Where?
Victoria.
Okay.
On the island.
All right.
And we now in the province of BC, the morning after pill.
Right.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, how do you get this show over there?
Seattle.
Seattle?
I guess so, yeah, the Buzz, 100.7. And I get all my friends to listen to you guys. You guys are great.
Great.
Yeah, and the only problem with Canada is I haven't seen the Man Show.
Well, you know what, James? Interestingly enough, next week, Jimmy and myself are going to Toronto as ambassadors of the Man Show and of Goodwill because the Comedy Network in Canada is going to pick up the Man Show.
Best show on television, the Man Show.
Oh, that's Jesse Ventura.
I am hoping it's
what a
going to be
genius.
the best.
It will be. So we'll be up there, and you'll find it there soon. Thanks.
I'll be looking for it.
What is your question?
I'm wondering what the long-term effects of mushrooms are.
They don't know.
With health.
We don't really know. It presumably is the same as other hallucinogens.
Yeah.
That is the same chronic disturbances, anxiety.
It's less, though.
It's less. People don't use enough of it, at least yet, to really see those
I've
sort of
said that
long-term
many
problems.
times, too, Drew. I agree. People should use more mushrooms. I'm with Drew on this one. We got to start a campaign.
But again, hallucinogens are the one of the categories that really does seem to be associated with brain damage.
How many? How often you eating the mushrooms over there?
I decided to quit it. I don't like it, but I used to do it every 2 weeks, I guess. But I decided to stop.
How many times did you do it, you think?
6 times.
6 times total.
6 times?
Yeah.
I used to do it every 2 weeks. How many times did you do it?
Attaboy, Adam.
That's great. All right, James,
12
you're
weeks.
fine.
Can you guys...
All right, now we'll be up there. Listen, you got that good beer in Canada.
Go
You don't
Canucks.
need the drugs. We'll be up there
I'll go to
next
Whistler.
week.
Yeah.
Hey, Drew, you never did the mushrooms, I guess.
No.
You're not going to talk about it on the air.
No, never.
Brad, you ever do the mushrooms?
One time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you like it?
I laughed a lot.
Yeah, me too.
Lots
My
of laughing.
side hurt the
Yes.
next day.
Lots of giggling.
Everything is bizarre when you're high on mushrooms. It's great. And as I've said, and I haven't talked about this in, seems like a few years, but the thing here's what's interesting about mushrooms, and all hallucinogens, but especially mushrooms for some reason. And Brad, you tell me if you identify with this at all. I've done mushrooms probably 3-4 times, maybe 5 times in my life. You can only do them like every 4 years because your side hurts for 3.5 years after you do them because you're laughing. But here's the deal. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of rituals that go on in society that you don't pay attention to because you don't have time to, because your head would explode. There's just a lot of that goes on. Everything from women pressing, false eyelashes onto their eyelids to what goes on at a Benihana at any given time that you would really freak out over if you really sat down and thought about it, but you never do because you're too busy and your mind doesn't work that way, and that's good because we'd all go insane. But when you get high on mushrooms, man, it's like somebody dropped you down from a spaceship, and you sit there. And I remember watching a commercial for Lee Press-On Nails, and I was like, so the women take pieces of red plastic, the humanoid women, and they stick it to the end of their claws there, and it makes the little red, and I guess the red must be blood, and that makes them longer. And then men, the male species, are more attracted to them because those red sort of blood claws are longer on their hands. And I thought, that's weird. What's up with that? And then a monster truck commercial came on, and I saw big trucks smashing smaller trucks, and people standing up and cheering, and it was Ford versus Chevy, and in stadiums of people like going nuts, and I thought, wow, this is a really weird society we're right in the middle of, and let's not get high on mushrooms again because I'm really starting to freak out. And you don't notice all this stuff because you're right in the middle of it, but you get high on mushrooms and you'll notice it, and it's weird.
You're aware of the minutia, of the strange aspects of the world. Yeah.
And you haven't thought about it, but the concept of sticking a nail onto the end of your nail to be longer and redder than your nail is pretty weird if you're not used to it.
Good thing you didn't see a Tommy Vu commercial or something, or Ginzu knives.
Yeah, you know where I find all these beautiful bitches? I make money in real estate. I come to this country from Vietnam 20 years ago. I have nothing. I float over in crock pots. Now I have this. I have helicopter. I have helicopter made by Ferrari. You want women? You want women? You see this boat? You see this boat? That's my boat. That's my toy. That's my toy. You see that Ferrari? That's my toy. You see those bitches? Those coke bitches? Those cocos, I put them on my toy and I drive around in them. I have all this, all from real estate. See this picture? That's not my family, but that's family that could be like my family when I come from Vietnam. I have huge breasts and I'm skinny. I'm not fat. Do you remember Tom Vu? I think he's in jail or something right now. You want to make money like me? Or you soft? You sissy? You don't want to work hard? You want to make money? You want this? That's my toy. You see that square boat? That has 370 horsepower VO. That V8 engine in there. That's my toy. That Ferrari, that's my toy. And I have Lamborghini too. That's my other toy. And see this driveway? Half circle. I start on one side, I end up on the other side. You won't be like me or you won't be pussy. Stay home, get fat. You see this Lego? That's my son toy.
See these Benoit balls? Never mind.
Yeah, it was great. He drives a great infomercial, late night real estate. And then they have commercials, and then they have these like testimonials. Tom Vu showed me how to buy a $3 million commercial property with no money down. They gave us money to buy it. It's like, I always say, then I buy a house, and like, yeah, we're going to need 25% plus closing costs. I'm like, wait a minute, what about no money down? It was like, are you high?
Pay me to buy this house.
Are you still high on mushrooms? Yeah, it's like, but Tom Vu says, no money down. I think he's in jail, I really do. And I want to get Tom Vu out of jail just so we can make more infomercials.
There's a chance to demonstrate down at the DNC.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Forget about the black guy who shot the cop in Philly. I'm going down there, and I'm going to get Tom Vu out of jail. You got the guts to make money like me? You want toy? That's my toy. That Ferrari, that's my toy. I drive Ferrari into my helicopter.
Oh, boy.
And there's like 15 blonde chicks on the bow of his ship as he drives it.
Megan, 16.
Yeah.
What's going on?
What's up?
Not much.
You got guts or you scared?
You have a question?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
About 3 days ago, I had anal sex with this guy, and he came, and like I went to the bathroom afterwards, and like some of it came out, and I'm worried that I'm pregnant from it. Like what are the chances of me being pregnant?
You mean like it traveled somehow?
It came out.
Yeah, but it gravity dictated that it went away from you, yes?
What?
Okay, there's this thing called gravity. It's what holds you to the ground.
Oh God.
Okay, who is this guy?
Just some guy I met.
Tom Vu.
You let me cornhole you, or you got guts? All right, you want cornhole 16-year-old? You do it through real estate. I come here with nothing. I clean dishes. My family clean dishes. Now I have all this. This is where I keep my toys. That's a garage. Hey, Megan.
Yeah.
All right, you're not pregnant, but what about the unprotected anal sex? How's that going there?
What?
You can get sexually transmitted diseases that way, and that's the best way, the most effective way to contract one.
How old's the guy?
19.
Yeah, he's great. He's a keeper. This guy. Is he your boyfriend?
No.
Yeah. Wow. What would you let your boyfriend do to you? Rape you with a bowling pin or something?
No.
All right. How long have you known this guy?
About like 3 weeks.
Oh, boy.
Do you like him?
No.
Oh, my God. Megan, what's up?
Wow, what chicks are letting guys who they don't even like do to them these days? It breaks my heart.
When I was 16?
Oh, my God. No way.
Megan, what's up?
I don't know.
Why are you doing that?
I don't know.
Where's Daddy?
He's sleeping.
In
Is
prison?
he an alcoholic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
No
good call
kidding.
there, Drew. All right. Hey, baby.
What?
I know Daddy's an alcoholic, but can you stop acting out a little bit? Take it easy on your ass?
The fact that he is not a great guy, not available in the way you need him, doesn't mean that you have to pick up the banner and continue to abuse yourself. But do some things that make you feel better about yourself, and I know it gives you some relief in the moment to do these sort of thrilling, wild activities, but it makes you feel worse in the long run, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was I've been with 5 people, so.
All right. Hey, Megan.
You're going to get pregnant.
Oh, man. This ain't going to get you pregnant, but you'll get pregnant some other way, all right?
Okay.
Don't get pregnant. You hear me?
Get the emergency contraception, keep it in your medicine cabinet. In the meantime, get on the pill.
All right. We'll take a little break. We'll be back. It's Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That's not Dr. Drew. He's on the phone with the Emmy Award-winning Jimmy Kimmel. Brad Sherwood is our guest tonight from Whose Line Is It Anyway? Thursday nights, ABC, 8 and 8:30. Drew just hung up the phone with Jimmy. I'm guessing it was a medical thing, unless Jimmy just called to bust my balls on something.
I'll just dispense false medical information until he gets back.
You're an improvisational actor. You can cover.
Have some Valium and drink a full bottle of vodka. Touch yourself in inappropriate places in public.
Thank you. Drew, what did Jimmy want back there? Does he have a medical problem?
Yeah, he does.
Oh, he is? Is he all right?
He's fine. He also wants to know the age of consent for his station. He's very preoccupied with the idea of under 16-year-olds and adults. I don't know.
He wants to know the age of consent?
Yeah.
It was that last call with the girl.
In certain states. Oh, I think it has to do with a movie idea or something like that. There you go. All right. Yeah, we're writing this movie for we're writing this movie for Ivan Reitman, and then actually Jimmy does all the work on it, and I sort of consult. Actually, I don't really consult. I just ask him how it's going. And we're supposed to have a meeting with Ivan Reitman, and we never do anything. And last time we met with him, he yelled at us. He actually yelled at us.
What did he say?
So it's like, why are you wasting my time? I thought we were doing a movie, blah, blah, blah. So now we're supposed to meet with him in a couple days. We haven't done anything yet.
That's good.
We got to meet again.
That's good.
Oh, no, Jimmy's working on it. I'm prioritizing by framing my garage.
Not to encourage you, but he appreciated Atomic Blue. I wonder if he heard what's the woman's name?
Who's the woman?
The woman, the Asian woman you met in Las Vegas. Have you heard your imitation of her?
Has he heard my imitation of Minka?
Minka.
He was sitting there when Minka rammed her Korean shin into my American nuts. I'm number one, Oriental Big Boob Queen. You know why they like me? Because I'm skinny. I'm skinny and I have big boobs. And, I don't need money. I don't want money. I don't need money. Yeah. Okay. This is Minka, the number one Asian big boob queen. And they like me because I have skinny ass and big boobs. Big boobs. And I don't want money. Okay, I'll give you 3 lap dances. That's $60. It's like, Minka, I thought you didn't want money. Come on, get serious. Minka need money. I like it. Yeah, Minka and Tom Boo should hook up to start like a super race of annoying Asians.
See that Chevette outside? That's my toy. Minka Boo.
Minka Boo. Oh, the kids will collect and trade their Minka Boo dolls.
Boo cards.
Minka, you get off my scarab boat. You get big boobs all over toy.
Jackie.
Yeah.
What's up, Jackie?
Adam, I can't wait for you to be in charge.
Oh, yes. You'll be the first to go, though, Jackie.
Can I be on your campaign team or something?
Yeah, but I'm not going to give you an important role. You're going to be the one that goes around at night and staples my picture to telephone poles.
Cool, I got one of those guns.
All right, you got a question for Brad?
Brad. I shouldn't say I love you because I don't know you, but I like you.
Oh, well, thank you.
I've been to the taping of your show a couple times.
Oh, was I actually there?
Yes, you were there the first time.
Okay.
And then the second time you weren't on the show, but you were hanging out in the rafters.
Well, they kicked him off for not being funny for a half season.
Yeah.
But then they let him back. He asked me not to talk about that over the air.
I was there the first time you guys did a takeoff on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire when the show just came out. And it was very good. But, so all the suggestions that you take from the audience, are they really used?
What do you mean all the suggestions?
Like all the ones that we write down before the show starts?
I have no idea about that because they show them to us when we're actually taping. So they have you guys write stuff down, and I think they take them back, and if they have 300 people there,
Yeah, I was just curious. But I enjoy it when you're on.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. And Adam.
Yeah.
I want you to tell the Volvo story again.
Bobo.
Oh, Bobo.
Please, because I heard the second half of it and I was peeing in my pants.
All right, I'll tell it real fast.
Get on the can.
I, by the way, just saw my barber, Oscar, on Saturday. He gave me a haircut.
What's his full name?
Oscar's, I don't know what Oscar.
Villanueva?
Yeah, Oscar is from Spain. And he's a great guy. He's very jovial. Although, sometimes you think there's foreign guys, and you go, wow, this guy's stupid, and then you think, no, it's just a language barrier, and then you go, no, if he was back in his home country, he'd be considered stupid. But he's very friendly, very jovial guy. He has a very thick accent. And like I said, he's from Spain. And he talks to me while he's cutting my hair, and I try to correct his English. And he says to me the other day, this is 2 years ago, he goes, I'm thinking of trading in my Bobo for a Saab. And I said, you mean your Volvo for a Saab? And he says, that is right, my Bobo for a Saab. I said, no, Oscar, it's not a Bobo. It's a Volvo. Yes, right, the Volvo. No, Volvo. So no. Okay, let's forget about Bobo for a second. Let's move on to the Saab. That's a Saab. No, Saab. Okay, wait, Oscar, listen to me. You know the V that you're putting at the end of Saab? That V? That V? Take that V, and let's take that V, and let's put it at the front. Let's graft it onto the front of Volvo. Okay? Because we know you can say the V now because you're calling a Saab a Saab. Sav. Okay, now let's go. Sav, right? Sav. Now we go to the front. We put it at the front. We take the B off of Bobo, and we take the V from the top. So here, let's give it a try. Bobo. No. Bobo. So he takes a number 2 pencil. He puts it in his mouth. He puts it across his mouth. Like, whoa. Now he sounds like a retard mispronouncing Volvo. So still Volvo.
We can hear him order the berry and cream pie.
You know what's bizarre, and no one has fully been able to explain this to me. I don't speak any language but English, and I barely speak that. But if you told me slowly how to pronounce something in your native tongue, I could mimic it. And I look at him and I go, Oscar, Volvo. No. Okay, I see. I think of more. Okay, Venezuela. Can you say Venezuela? Venezuela. Okay, Venezuela. Volvo. All right, now you're causing
Venezuela.
Right. At what point does it become combative?
Who's on first?
Sav. Oh my God! And I'm trying to think. I said. I picked a good Spanish word, like a good food that was like sombrero or something like sombrero, right? Sombrero. Sav. How can you physically not say it? He physically could not move his mouth that way.
How was your hair after that?
Oh, it was a mess. I was outraged. Jason?
Yeah.
What's up? You're 20.
Yeah, Brad, I just gotta say, I love you from the old Whose Lines.
Oh, thanks.
The British version.
Thank you.
I watch it every day.
It was funnier then. It was metric.
What?
The comedy was metric when we were in Britain.
Oh, yeah. It's the same here in Canada. We get that on the Comedy Network.
Jason?
Yeah. Man Show will be on the Comedy Network soon.
What is that? I'm not sure what that is.
Don't worry about it.
Comedy Network is a network
what's
that...
the Man
The Man Show.
I'm just kidding. It's everything that is funny.
Okay.
All right.
Anyways, I was on Paxil, and I withdrew myself from that pill because the sexual side effects were too much for me.
How quickly did you come off it?
I was on it for about...
No. How fast did you withdraw yourself?
Oh, immediately.
You can't do that with Paxil. You'll have withdrawal. It feels very uncomfortable. You get dizzy and nauseated, and it'll just feel awful.
Exactly.
Go back on it.
Well, I started Effexor.
Effexor, interestingly, is the other antidepressant that causes a very intense withdrawal.
Yes, exactly, and I'm just noticing that 3 days ago.
You stopped Effexor now, too?
Yeah.
If you want to get on something, not the drug you were taking, that might help reduce the withdrawal symptoms, Celexa tends to be helpful that way and tends to be easier to get off of.
Okay.
So that's what I do with people. I either put them back on and take them off slowly, which is what you should have done, or put them on some Celexa for a while.
Where are you calling from, Canada?
Windsor. It's across it's a river between Detroit.
Near Buffalo or something?
And how far is Toronto from Windsor?
Toronto's 400 kilometers, so
about 3 miles?
250 miles north of Windsor.
Yeah. And so is Toronto closer to Detroit?
Windsor is right across. It's like we have a bridge.
Oh, okay.
That, Gabs.
How far is Toronto from New York? It's close, right?
From New York, a plane ride is the state or New York City.
Oh, New York City.
3 hours.
Really?
3-hour drive from Niagara Falls, and then because Niagara Falls, Canada, and then Niagara Falls.
All right, listen. I don't care about. I don't know anything about geography, but I got a placemat with the map on it, and I was looking at the little dot of Toronto and looking at the little dot of New York, and they're really about a quarter inch apart. And I know it's more than a quarter inch. I know it's more like
a world map,
more like a foot.
The map of the world.
No, I mean the distance from New York to Toronto was closer than San
Francisco,
San Francisco to L.A. I don't think it's a 3-hour plane flight, but maybe they have really slow planes.
He's talking about driving. He was talking about driving.
First he said plane.
No, driving.
First he said plane.
3 hours from Niagara Falls driving.
I know, but first he said plane. He said plane flight, and then he went into the driving.
Mommy, Daddy, can't we get along?
No. You know what he should take? He should take a helicopter. That's my toy.
A Ferrari.
I bet you want one too. You know why? You can't have. Because you're scared. You're scared to make money. You're scared to make money like Tom Vu. I'm rich. You see I get all these women? They all cold cores. They want my money. And I give them money. Because I'm not scared.
You mean Tom Boo?
Tom Boo. My family, we come here in Crockpot. And now we have this. I wash dish.
I drive Bobo.
I really wish I washed dishes for just like 10 minutes when I was 17 so I could tell everyone I used to wash dishes for a living. I think everyone should do that just on the off chance they become a celebrity or a millionaire. They could tell that story about washing dishes. Everyone should do some dishes. I mean, professional dishwasher.
I swept streets.
Did you?
Yeah. Dump trash, swept streets.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Where? Oh, is that part of the community service after the Coke bus? Very good. We'll take a break. We'll be back. Yeah. I love that riff. Brad Sherwood is our guest tonight. He's from Whose Line Is It Anyway? Thursday nights, ABC. 8 and 8:30, by the way. And Drew said he was heading to Capitol Hill to, what? What are you doing in Capitol Hill?
Doing a presentation for Advocates for Youth. It's a good group. And NIDA, National Drug Abuse.
NIDA?
Dude, and we're going to get him, Ron Leshner, who's the guy, Mr. Ecstasy, is going to be out here. We'll get him on the show. Really answer all the questions on ecstasy.
Is Mr. Ecstasy a name he got in college? Or
Yeah, ever since he...
Who calls him Mr. Ecstasy?
Me.
You do?
Yeah.
Why? Because he knows about it?
He knows everything there is to know about it. He's at the National Institute of Health. He is sort of the expert on ecstasy.
And so you're going to Capitol Hill?
Yeah.
I thought they only let models go there and talk about stuff they didn't know about.
I'm going to be replaced one of the models. I have a little card I can read.
Oh, that's really... Who
great,
was
huh?
that model who was in
What's
here?
her name?
Oh, can't think of her name. What? Beverly Peel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that was, I'll tell you, that was one of the greatest nights of my life. Beverly Peel was a guest, and she just got done speaking on Capitol Hill on behalf of Planned Parenthood. And I said to her, what'd you say? And she said, I don't know. And I said, well, how do you mean you don't know? Didn't you have to prepare something? Oh, no, they prepared it for me.
They gave me some cards. I read
some 3x5 cards. So I was like, oh, well, let me ask you a question about this morning after pill. She was like, huh?
Yeah.
And I thought, that's what's wrong with this country. We get models to speak out on behalf of things that the models don't really care about, and they're stupid and they're not interested in it, and no one ever busts their balls on it because they're models. And then we have Beverly Peel standing in front of the folks on Capitol Hill talking about reading 3x5 cards about teen pregnancy. It's great. Right. All right. You know, we should who should speak out on behalf of young people? Tom Vu. You scared? You want to make money, kiddies? You got guts like me? You want toys? You want toys? You want big boy toys? Just not toys, just not Lego.
Oh, boy.
Jeff?
Yes.
You're 28.
Yep.
What's up?
Well, first off, say, hey, I really like your show, and I thought I would never find myself calling you guys, but
here we are. So what's going on?
Here we are.
Hey, you know who I miss more than Tom Vu now that I think about it?
Minka.
Tony Little. Tony Little is the guy with the ponytail who's about 4 feet tall, and he's real buff, and he runs around, and he yells, technique! Technique! And it's like, he'll say to somebody, hey, do a sit-up for me. Show me how you do a sit-up. And the guy, starts sitting down. No! That's all wrong! It's like, hey, Tony, can I get my ass onto the carpet before you... No, technique! Hey, you want to hyperflex your deltoids? No. Yeah, the technique! He starts screaming at people. He's got this ponytail. It's always great when short guys under 5'5", decide to bulk up real big. That's a great look. The ladies really enjoy guys who are sort of wider than they are tall. So he just ran around and yelled technique at everyone. I miss him. Yeah. I could get him and Tom Vu together. Jeff?
Yeah.
All right. So what's up? You obsessed with vibrators in his anus?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of strange. I'm heterosexual. I love women. I'm not attracted to the opposite sex in any way. But
same sex.
Yeah.
The same sex,
That's
yeah.
just called a Freudian slip there.
Same sex. I'm
That
sorry.
wasn't really a Freudian slip. That was a Freudian...
Full-on admission.
That was a Brody.
Okay.
Did they have a Freudian cartwheel?
No, but the thing is that I was married. Has been married for like 5 years, and I went through a divorce about 8 months ago. And 2 months prior to our divorce, I started getting this fetish about masturbation with vibrators in my ass.
You're gay.
In my anus.
Right.
Yeah, and I don't know. I mean, is that normal, or is that something that you just? I mean, because it's mainly just with vibrators, and I started using my wife's vibrator, and just to
Wait. There's a another little Freudian Brody here.
Yeah.
Mainly just with vibrators?
Just mainly vibrators.
Mainly.
I haven't tried. Well, I've stuck my finger in my butt.
The occasional finger, occasional table leg.
Cucumber.
Nothing outlandish besides those
Ferrari.
things. But I mean, the thing is
that's my toy.
I first started doing it because it gave me it gave me a better sexual kind of orgasm.
Right.
Because I know it's sensitive down there. And everything else,
Does your wife know what kind of mileage you're putting on that vibrator before she then puts it up her?
No, she didn't know because we're not married no more. And see, I got divorced. It was finalized back in January.
So the point is, she's not using that vibrator.
She probably still is.
Yeah.
But I mean, I clean it off. I'm very, very.
Yeah, listen, you wiping it under the pit of your sweatshirt before you throw it back in the nightstand does not constitute cleaning it off.
No. But my question is, no, that's my question. Is it normal? I mean, I don't know. I just don't.
Listen, here it's somewhere in between normal and gay. What I mean is, it ain't normal, but it doesn't make you gay, but it helps. A good attorney could prove you were gay.
Because I'm a very sexual person, so I like to have.
No kidding.
and it's just one of those things I just picked up lately.
All right.
Oh, well.
All right. Just keep an eye on it.
Keep an eye.
You're
He's
fine.
28. He's not. 14
You're not
yet.
going anywhere.
At least it's safe sex.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
you're fine.
Jeff, you're
All
fine.
right.
What do you do for a living?
Construction.
What I do, I'm a
No
manager.
way. No way.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
man.
manage people.
Yeah, okay, manage people. Okay, try to keep this
Restaurant management?
Yeah, no, actually, warehouse distribution.
All right, hey Jeff.
You have to be a tight ass. Wait a minute.
Let me give you a little piece of advice. Don't get drunk at a Christmas party and start flapping your jaw about this one. All right.
No, I pretty much
All right.
keep it under tight wrap.
And let me just give everyone a note. And by the way, if you're going to put a vibrator in your ass, I have one word for you: technique. You're doing it wrong. Okay. Here's the deal.
It'd be a vibrator?
Vibrator. Vibrator.
Vibrator, yeah.
Vibrator. If you're going to ask the barber to pronounce it, vibrator.
Vibrator.
If you're going to, there's certain things that you do in your life, and you think because you do them and because it feels natural and because it feels good that other people either do it or have a sympathetic anus. It is not true. Don't tell your buddies about this. Don't tell your coworkers about it. It's just between you and the vibrator, all right? But that's fine. Crystal,
Yeah.
you're 14?
Uh-huh.
What's up?
Like when I was between 12 and 13, my best friend who was 24, she didn't have any other friends, and
A 24-year-old was hanging out with a 12-year-old?
yeah, I'm really mature and
You're 14. Do you hang out with 12-year-olds?
no.
Doesn't that kind of strike you as weird?
Well, yeah. but
Okay, just think about that. Think about who that person must have been.
I know.
That even at 14, you don't hang out with 12-year-olds. She was 10 years older than you are now.
Right. Well, she just moved in a couple houses down from me, and she.
Well, then that explains.
Yeah, if she was within 170 feet of your house, then it's fine by law.
Well, she didn't have any other.
Kick the candle.
I babysat for her too.
You bait?
She had a 7-year-old and a 2-year-old.
Okay, so she was lonely. So what happened?
Well, her boyfriend of since they were 13, we got, I don't know, we just we didn't go all the way or anything, but we did a lot of stuff together, and it was intimate and everything, but and she found out because I don't know, he blamed it on me, and he finally told her and said it was all my fault.
How old is he?
He was 24 at the time.
Right.
He's a dick.
And what was her reaction to that?
We were both hysterical, and I more so than she was.
Hey, she's 24. Christ's sake, so is he. You're in no position to render consent, let alone be responsible for that sort of thing.
Well, and then so they moved back to where they came from, and
Haiti?
Yeah, Crapville.
Pedophilia.
Hell yeah.
No, and they stayed together till almost a year later, and I just went to visit her over the summer, and don't say where I'm from, okay?
Yeah, I don't care. I don't know where you're from.
Okay. Well, and I went to go visit her, and they weren't together anymore, but he came to see the kids, and I don't know, when I saw him, I was just, it was the first person that I ever, did anything with, and so,
What's going on here? Where's your parents?
Well, my mom left when I was in 3rd grade.
All right, so now this is Mommy.
Yeah, this is your new mommy.
You got a new mom, except for she's effed up.
Well, just as effed up as Mom wasn't.
Oh, we're not friends anymore.
Yeah, well.
All right, listen, the guy's a criminal, the girl's an idiot, you're 14, they don't live down the street anymore, right?
Right.
All right, good. Move on with your life and start acting 14.
You're 14, you're not 24.
All right?
It's reality.
And listen to me. All old people that want to hang out with young people, even if they're trying to help them,
flawed.
I don't trust them.
No.
Flawed. There should be the impulse of an adult wanting just to kind of kick it with a 13, 14-year-old. Something's up with that person. Even if they're decent people, even if they're only raping them on rare occasion, still flawed. Don't trust them.
Creepy.
We'll take a break. All right. True, and a rare entertainment.
Oh, no.
All right, I want to thank Brad Sherwood for coming in here. Whose line is it anyway, everybody? Thursday nights. Just 3 short days before that's on TV. Mark it on your calendar.
Yeah.
Brad?
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for
my
coming
pleasure.
on.
Thanks for the convo. That was delightful. The Bobo story.
Yeah, Bobo and Tom Boo. Yeah, we really got it all in tonight. If I had only done Tim the Russian Rapper, the trilogy would have been
Would have been a xenophobe trilogy.
So, until next time, this is Adam Kroll for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
Well, I was wondering, what type, what's more,
This has been Loveline. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for Loveline is Ann Wilkins Ingle. Loveline is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.